Well. Breaking news is breaking. So, like I said, this is an ongoing situation and it's unfolding before our very eyes. So, Kelly Loeffler and I think it's Loeffler, who gives a fuck right now, and Perdue have bent the knee to support the $2,000 stimulus check bill. So, guys, this is what happens. To steal a quote from Drake, feel the pressure, man, I know the pressure. They don't just feel the pressure right now. They know the pressure. They're within the pressure right now, guys. This is what happens when you pressure politicians. When you don't give them an out, when you don't give them options, when you say, okay, no, you do this or we'll end you. Your political career is over. These two individuals recognize that the American people want stimulus right now. They don't, it's not that they recognize that the American people are hurting. They know they're hurting. I mean, if you don't know they're hurting, like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just that they're ignorant to the fact. And what makes this so great, I remember in the debate against Raphael Warnock, when he pressured her on, do you think Americans deserve stimulus right now? And she couldn't even give a number. Like, she couldn't even give him a number on what she thought that they deserved to receive, which just goes to show you that these people don't care about you. They're fake. They're fake. They don't care about you. They want to hoard all the wealth for themselves, and then everybody else can just go kick rocks. You know what I mean? And so, they're at a point where their back is against the wall, and they recognize that there is no way out of this. There is no way to wiggle out of this jam. They're stuck. It's either you help us out or we just won't vote for you, because they recognize that even their constituents want these checks. I saw a poll, 78% of American people support this increase in stimulus money. I mean, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? And now all the onus is on Mitch McConnell, because it's like Trump is seemingly allying with the people that hate him in Congress, the Democrats, and the Democrats in the Senate are on board with this. And you have Josh Hawley, and now you have the two people that are in the Georgia runoff elections that take place a week from now, that see that this isn't good for us. And you can't forget about the pioneer himself, Bernie Sanders, the hero, who's putting it all on the line, saying that, well, we're not going home. And that would include Perdue and Loeffler. They don't want to stay home, not stay home, or stay in, Washington after their campaigns end. So this is something, man. I'll read you a segment from the LA Times here. It says, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell on Tuesday blocked consideration of a House bill that would deliver a $2,000 stimulus payment to most Americans, spurning a request made by President Trump, even as more Senate Republicans voiced their support for the dramatically larger checks. McConnell's move was just the beginning of a saga that is likely to engulf the Senate for the rest of the week. Democrats have pushed for an up or down vote on the House bill, while more Republicans acknowledge the need for larger stimulus checks. These included calls from Georgia's two embattled Republican senators, David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler, who find themselves in the midst of a tough re-election battle that will decide the fate of the chamber next week. GOP Sen. Deb Fischer of Nebraska also lent support Tuesday, declaring that people are hurting and we need to give them more aid. Donald Trump echoed pretty much the same sentiments when they interviewed him. He said the people are hurting, and they've been hurting for long enough. And these are two tough races that they're in, and they can't win it without the people voting for them, without their constituents. And if they don't give the people what they want, well, then why the hell would they go out and vote for you? And I saw a really funny tweet on Twitter. It was like Mitch McConnell has to choose between either keeping the Senate or giving people economic relief. And who knows, he might not receive either. He might give the people the economic relief and they might still lose those elections. I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen at this point. I saw the polls, and I think that the two Democratic candidates were up, but who knows? Anything can happen. But I mean, guys, this is so weird to see because the Democrats, like, aren't we so used to seeing the Democrats like get their ass kicked by the Republicans? Like they rarely ever score wins like this, but they have these Republicans that don't support this bill cornered, and they're kind of just staring down a dark path here. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, do you want to lose the Senate? Like what? Like, pick your poison here. Like it's not much to give the American people economic relief. You haven't given them anything since this pandemic begun, but a one-time $1,200 check that not even everybody qualified for. So what are you really doing? And people are starting to recognize who has their best interest and who doesn't. They really are, and it's strikingly, you know, um, worrisome to me that, like, where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Why aren't they so vocal on these $2,000 checks? I don't know. Maybe because Joe Biden was um, very prominent in talking the Democrats down off the ledge of that larger stimulus bill they were pushing and made them sign onto the uh, the $900 billion bill. Go look up an article about that. That did happen. He did persuade them to take the lesser offer to for bipartisan support or whatever. And what did I say? Anytime he works with Republicans, it's always on the terms of the Republicans. Okay, but we know that. We know who he is. Okay, but man, this is great. This is crazy. I really hope this happens. Like I said in every video, I hope this happens. Look at, we had Josh Hawley, Marco Rubio. The list goes on. A lot of GOP members are supporting this, and they don't have a choice. They have to. Like, you have to bend the knee when things get like this. As I was saying before, the American people, we're in a point where all eyes are on our political leaders, and they see now, if they did it before, what's really going on, and that things can get better. People in Congress, they love to say that, oh, this is the best we can do. Oh, the debt to deficit. Oh, this and that. Meanwhile, they're spending trillions of dollars to fight wars in the Middle East and robbing people, of their health care, giving money to big pharma, all these health insurance companies, the military industrial complex. The list goes on, and people are now starting to wise up and feel the pressure. Man, I know the pressure. They know the pressure right now, and the pressure is on, and they're going to have to do something very, very fast, or else things are going to get messy.